This is GPS, the Global Public Square. Welcome to all of you in the United States and around the world. I'm Fareed Zakaria. This week, we take a close look at the situation in Afghanistan and what are the options for the United States and NATO forces there. First, my own thoughts. Look, I think the international community cannot and should not abandon Afghanistan because things have suddenly gotten tough over the last few months. It's worth noting that even now, violence in Afghanistan is not even a tenth as bad as it was in Iraq in 2006. And the notion that Afghans view American troops as occupation forces is belied by repeated polls in which they keep saying that they support the American presence by large margins. Notice that all four presidential candidates in this election publicly endorsed the American presence. And finally, a withdrawal from Afghanistan, a precipitous running away because things are getting tough, would almost certainly strengthen al-Qaeda forces, the hardline Taliban forces. We now know that al-Qaeda is becoming active in the north as well as the south. A withdrawal would also take the pressure off the Pakistani military, which would figure that with America gone, now its only leverage against its Afghan neighbor would be to renew its alliance with the Taliban and with militias. But the Obama administration also needs to get real about Afghanistan. The mission there seems to have expanded from counterinsurgency to full-blown nation building, with everyone involved, civilians and soldiers, asking for more resources and more troops. Now, there's nothing wrong with helping Afghans develop their country and building schools, but if the goal becomes to give Afghanistan a strong, functioning central government with a solid economy, this is a goal that cannot be met within any reasonable time frame. Afghanistan is one of the 10 poorest countries in the world. It has a centuries-long tradition of weak central government. Illiteracy rates are somewhere around 70%. The focus has to shift from nation building to deal-making with all kinds of tribal leaders and, yes, even the Taliban, to buy stability. A few years from now, Afghanistan will likely be poor, corrupt, and dysfunctional. But if we can make the right deals with the right people, it will be reasonably stable and inhospitable to al-Qaeda and other terrorist groups. That would be success. Anyway, let's get started. CNN's correspondent Michael Ware has just spent a week in the dangerous Afghan city of Kandahar, the birthplace of the Taliban. He grew a beard, wore Afghan dress, spent time with local warlords, went on night patrols with the Afghan police, all in an effort to get a real sense of how strong the Taliban is and how successful the military mission over there. Michael, let's start with the heart of this, your assessment. How is it going?
Very, very badly, Fareed. This is